owner, then you may have already thought about automating your business. You may have looked at AI agents, ChatGPT. Maybe you have looked at CRM automations, workflows, Zapier, N10, Make, and hundreds of different software tools. But let me ask you a simple question. What actually are you trying to automate? And most business owners don't have an answer to this question. And because of that, maximum automation projects fail before they even start. They start with AI, they start with software, they start with automation. But in reality, automation is the last step. Before you automate anything, you need to understand how your business actually works. Not from bird's point of view, but in very depth, like how your lead become your customer, where are the bottlenecks, how the data is flowing through your business, who owns each step, where is the data is getting stuck, where is the manual work is happening, and that too repetitive. And most importantly, what actually are you trying to automate and what outcome you are looking at. In this video, I'm going to show you a 7-step framework that I would use if I walk into any business tomorrow and had to automate it from scratch. We will be looking into the business. We will be looking into the processes. We are looking into the handoff between the teams. We are documenting the SOPs. We are documenting the system. We are understanding the system. We are understanding and uncovering the bottlenecks. And then using the 7-step framework, we will be doing an audit of a business. And we will be also doing a sample workflow of a sample process which we are automating. And only after understanding the business, we will be starting talking about the automation. By the end of this video, you will be having a repeatable framework that you can use to analyze and automate any business, whether you are running an agency or a coaching business or any service-based business. Then that is not going to change this framework. This framework is going to be applied everywhere. So let's start with the first thing by understanding your business before you automate anything. The first thing we want to do before automating anything is to understand what business system processes actually looks like. So for that, firstly, we need to write it down all the processes. Write it down all the processes. I am running this business from last 15 years. I know its ins and out and everything. And you are asking me to write it down? Yes. Because if we write it down, then we will know the each and every step and we will not miss a single step. And we need to know each and every step in return to automate everything. So let's see our 7-step framework. So this is our 7-step automation framework. So they start from the process map, then handoff map, ownership map, SOP extraction, system map, then outcome definition, then automation. We will be seeing each step one by one in detail. But the psychology behind creating this 7-step automation framework is that you cannot automate anything if you don't understand it. So map it, understand it, and then automate it. So this is the psychology. So let's go one by one. So let's see the first step, that is the process map. First step is our process map. So in the process map, let's talk about what we are talking about. So you need to identify each processes and you need to write it down in very detail. I'm just taking an example. Because of that, I'm just showing you the how any business works, how the lead flows through the system. So suppose you are running the ads. From ads, you are getting the leads. Then leads will be qualified. After the qualification, it will be assigned. Then assignment, then the CRM. Then discovery call will be there. Discovery call. After that, after what happens after that? So proposal sending, proposal, then payment. After the payment, project management tool. Then if that process will be delivered. After delivery, some follow-ups and some reviews are there. So basically, this is how any other operations, any other system works. So these are the process now. So we have mapped this process. So you need to identify each and all the processes. I'm just taking one example. So we have write it down on the process map. Just consider this app. Then we need to identify the handoff map, like how the work moves from one hand to another hand, from teams to team, people to people. We need to identify all the handoff points. So from this process map, so first handoff can be, so first we are getting the ads. Means from the ads there will be the forms. From that forms we are getting the leads. Then after the qualification it will be assigned. So right now this lead qualification assignment, this data is this assignment to CRM, CRM to discovery. So now this is handling from your customer service provider, this CSM to your sales rep, because sales rep is the one who is taking care of the discovery calls. After the sales rep, the next step is proposal. So who is handling the proposal part? Proposal part is handled by your manager. Manager will be creating the proposal and sending this to the particular client. Then after that, this lead or this person, this will be handed over to the finance team or the accounts. So this goes to accounts team. After the payment is successful, then project will be onboarded. So there will be onboarding. So who is doing the onboarding? Your CSM. Then this after the onboarding, we need to create the project. After the project, the development team will be assigned. So to create the project and to plan that, so it will goes to your project manager, from project manager to your team, and after that it will again goes to CSM. So this is how it is handing off from one step to another step. So let's identify who owns each, means who owns the particular data or the step in this whole process. So that is the third step. So now we have done the handoff map. We need to ownership map. Why we are doing the ownership map? Because we need to identify the responsibility of for the particular outcome. Like we don't need to write it down. It is like John is handling our ads, lead, and the qualification part, and John will be responsible from writing that data into the CRM. Then Mark is there. Mark is doing the discovery call. Then the third person is there. Suppose James is there. James is doing the proposal. Then from your accounts team, suppose Lena is there. Lena is doing the handling the accounts and talking with the people. So we don't need to write like this. We need to identify that who is that person, who is John, who is Mark, what they are doing, what they are responsible for. So this is how we need to create the ownership map. So ownership. So right now the data is leads qualification assignment. Who owns this data? This data is owned by your customer service manager. So this customer service manager is owning these three steps. There's three steps assigning CRM. These steps are owned by your customer service manager. Right. Then after that, who owns the discovery call and sales thing? After that, we see that from the customer service manager, this data goes to your sales representative. So now this data is owned by your sales representative. Sales rep. After the sales rep, this data goes to the proposal. Sales rep is doing their sales call. After sales call, they will be updating into the CRM. And after that, this data is owned by the manager because he's creating the proposal. Now the third step, who owns it? Manager. After the manager, who is owning that data or the lead, that lead is owned by your payments or accounts team. Accounts team. Then, who is handling your data again? So in the project management tool, it is handled by your project manager. After that, that data will be goes to your development team or any team which are directly working on that task. And after that, this data is for the follow-ups, for the upselling or anything. This data is going back to your customer service manager. So now we understand that how the data is flowing, how the handoff is, means how the data handoff for the particular person handoff is going on, and who owns the data at each step, and who is the responsible for the particular outcome. And why we are mapping this? Because in this ownership and this handoffs, between those, there is a delay, there is a timing. That means that processes are manual and that creating the actual bottleneck. Because of that, we have mapped this all the three things. Then the fourth step is we need to identify all the standard operating procedures. and we need to document all of this. This is the key process, and we need to do it very step by step, like how it is happening. We need to write it down in detail. In each and every step, we need to write it down. So SOPs, standard operating procedures. We need to write it down step by step, step by step. So first step during our process is like, firstly, you're running the ads, right? After running the ads, we have website, referrals. So from these three touch points, we are getting the leads. So this lead, we are getting the lead. So what happened after that? After getting the lead, we will be doing one qualification, right? So instead of writing it down, let me take it in the steps. 7 is the qualification. After the qualification, that lead will be assigned to a representative or the customer cycle manager. Lead will be assigned, lead assignment. This on the qualification, right? Then it will be updated in your CRM. No. First lead is assigned, qualified, and acknowledgement will be sent to your lead. Acknowledge the lead, right? After that, update CRM. Update CRM about that lead. Connect with lead and book call. After that, after booking the call, this lead should be assigned to your sales representative. Assign the lead to sales rep. Sales rep will go on the discovery call. Then after the discovery call, whatever happens during that call, that sales representative will update that into your CRM. Update minutes of meeting in CRM, right? After that, if it goes with that sale is closed, then mark that lead to client. It now becomes your client. After that, assign that to manager. Send proposal. After sending proposal, create invoice. 14 steps. After creating the invoice, once you paid, the onboarding step happens. Onboard the customer. So in the onboarding, there can be the multiple steps, but just we are taking the onboarding the customer, not one step. After onboarding the customer, create project or task in project management software. After that, assign developer, 17 deliver. After that, follow up and upsell after 60 days, suppose. So these are the standard operating procedures. What I think any business can have when they are doing this in standard operating procedures for any business. I think. So right now we have all the information related to the system businesses, like how the data is moving, who owns the data, and how the standard operating procedures should look like. So now we need to map all the tools, all the platforms, and the system which we are using in this business, and how the data is flowing between them. Who owns, where is the data at a particular step? We need to identify that and we need to map that. So let's add it here. System map. First, type form. Maybe you are using the type form or any kind of form to gather the lead related information. After that, that data is going into your CRM. So for the CRM, you may be using HubSpot or any CRM, whatever you think is suitable for your business, you may be using that. Then you may be using the Calendly to book the calendar and to schedule the meetings. After the Calendly, you may be using PandaDoc or anything to for creating the invoice. PandaDoc or Zero or any other application which may have been using for creating the invoices. After the invoice, once it is done, you may be using some project management tool like ClickUp or Jira or anything. After that, you may be using Google Drive to get the data from the customer and to centralize the data storage part. And for the communication, you may be using Slack or Teams. So these are the all the systems or the tools which maybe you are using. So these are the tools. Right now you have all the information related to your business, your processes. Right now you know the system map, you know the process map, you know the ownership map. Also you have the handoff map. So you have every information about your business. Now that is the correct time to identify the what actually are we trying to achieve from the automation. So let's identify the outcome. So that is the sixth step. That is the outcome definition. We need to exactly define that what actually we want to achieve through the automation. So from this, I think I want to achieve the faster lead follow, faster onboarding. I want to update the CRM automatically. I want to check where is the revenue leaking, where is the manual work is happening. I want to reduce that manual work. I want to reduce that delays. I want to automate the handoffs between the teams. So this all I want. Right now, till 6 steps, we haven't even talked about the automation even a single time. And right now, when we know the outcome, what we want to achieve, then we can think about the automation, that how we can achieve that outcome. And also we can check what all the things or what all automations we can implement into our processes to reduce the manual work to derive the results. So that is the 7th step. And from this processes, SOPs, we can identify those. So right now, what I think is that automation discovery, I'm seeing one gap, that is the manual lead assignment. So right now the lead assignment is happening manually. So that part we can automate, this lead assignment. This lead qualification and lead assignment part, that can be automated, right? This can be the one automation. Then another is the acknowledge the lead, update the CRM, connect with lead and book a call. So once that lead fills the form, what we can do, we can send a direct email to them acknowledging that lead. Then after, based on the response and based on our qualification, we can update the CRM that if it is a hot walk, cold date, then the qualification criteria and many more things. And we can update that into our CRM. Then we can connect with that lead. And also we can send the calendar link in the same mail so that they can book the calendar. Then after that, we can apply, if you have the multiple team of the sales representatives, if you have a team of a sales representative, we can assign that lead to particular sales rep based on some algorithm like round robin or the priority queue. And so that sales representative will get onto that call, they will do the discovery, then they will update the MOM in the CRM. Then after sales rep mark that lead to the client, then assigning the manager, sending the proposal, we can automate that thing, creating the invoice, then onboarding the customer. These all are the automation opportunities, what I'm saying. So yeah, this is how we can identify the automation gaps, and we can identify the what all automations can suit our current processes and current system. So now enough of theory. Let's do one practical audit of a real business. So I have taken out one audit of a business. So let's look into that. Let's identify each and every process. Let's identify automation gaps. Let's identify everything and automate the processes. So now let's do one operation audit of a business. So for this, we are considering one example. This is the Growth Spark agency, Growth Spark marketing agency. So they have total 22 employees. They have 5 core services, 3 client segments, 2 revenue streams, and multiple opportunities for the automations. Their business model is B2B service agency. Their segments are coaches and consultants, local businesses, e-commerce brand, and the core services are Google Ad Management, Meta Ad Management, SEO, email marketing, web development. These are the core services. Now let's see their organizational structure. So they have divided their 22-person team into the organizational structure. So they have leadership, they have sales, they have marketing, planned success, paid media, SEO, web developers, marketing, email marketers, then finance or admin team. So each team is dependent on someone. They will be getting some input and they are responsible for creating some output. So they are interdependent on each other. Now let's see the operations in details. Like from our 7-step framework, the first few things are, we need to identify all the processes. We need to identify the handover map. Then we need to create the operation map, like who owns each step. Then system map. So let's see the revenue operation first. Inside that, we will be creating the process map for this revenue operation. Also, we will be looking at who owns the data, and also we will be saying that how the data is handing over to the another team or the another person. So the process map looks like lead source capturing, then qualifying that lead, assigning that lead, then follow-up will be created, then discovery call will be scheduled, then proposal will be created, and finally deal will be closed and payment will be received. So this is the revenue operation looks like. So let's see this in detail. So lead source and capturing. So how that lead is coming? So lead is coming from the referrals, organic search, paid ads, social media DMs, cold outbounds, or the email inboxes. But the problem is that there is no unified CRM. No unified CRM entry for all of them. This are, and also the leads which are getting from the different sources, those are not tagged automatically. Those are getting manually tagged, and because of that, many of the leads may be missed or they may be get duplicated. So that is the problem here. The second is the lead qualification. So who is doing the lead qualification? It is based on the person. That suppose if a salesperson one is doing the lead qualification, so there is no proper guidance or the proper structured way to identify or qualify that particular lead. So because of that, what is happening that the sales representative are spending their most of the time on the low fit leads instead of their highly qualified leads. That's the problem. Then the third step is lead assignment and follow. So leads are assigned manually via Slack or the email, and there is no what can I say? There is no standardized follow-up. So that was the problem here. And also the reminder-based follow-up are happening only manually when it is triggered. So that is creating the problem. So the problem was that this is creating a lag of 24 hours to 48 hours. Then the next step is a discovery call and scheduling. So what is happening during the discovery call? There is no proper template, no structured discovery template. Then there is no, whatever happened in these discovery call, those minutes of meeting needs to be either updated manually in the CRM, or most of the time those minutes of meeting are staying with that sales representative only. And before scheduling the call, there is too much back and forth. And also before going on to the call, they should have taken one pre-call CRM, a pre-call intake form, but that's not happening right now. Then the next step is proposal creation. So proposal are created for per client from the scratch, and who is creating the proposal? So that thing is really going to matter, because what happens right now that the pricing, then the scope, then the timeline, then the fees, this are varying based on who is creating the proposal. Then the next step is closing and contract signing. So right now the contract is sent via email, and they will be signing manually, or then what is happening that after signing the contract, then someone will be notifying the finance team, then the operation team via Slack or the email. Then after that, onboarding is beginning. So there is too much delay in onboarding of that customer. Payment and invoicing. So invoices are manually created, and monthly retainers are not always set up on auto trigger. Then there is a loaning problem, that is a failed payments that are handled manually and reactively. And it is estimated that 8 to 15% of monthly revenue is delayed due to manual invoicing and failed payment loans. So this is the revenue operation. Let's see the customer operation. So let's see the process first and identify the who owns the step, what is getting used, and what's the real problem inside this processes. First, the purchase is happening, then onboarding will be there, then implementation will be there, then delivery, reporting, check-in, upsell, and renewal will be there. So let's see deeply. The first step is client onboarding. So client onboarding is happening largely manually. Welcome emails are sent by your CSM, then access are gathered via email. Also, there is no standard intake form. There is no onboarding checklist in project management tool. So that's the problem. So because of that, their average onboarding time to first delivery, it is going to take around 7 to 14 days. But industry standard and industry best practices are 3 days. Second is the service implementation. Delivery teams are receiving client briefs via Slack or email. Then the next step is monthly reporting. Reports are built manually each month. They are pulling the data from the Google Ads, Meta, GA4. Then they are creating the dashboard. Then this is taking around 2 to 4 hours per client. Suppose if you have 25 clients, and let's take an average. They are taking, for every report creation, it is taking the 3 hours average. Then it is around 75 plus hours per month in manual report creation. It is a direct revenue leakage. Then the next step was retention and check-ins, and then after that there is upsell and renewal. So for the upsell conversion, that is happening ad hoc only when the client requests the additional services. They are not doing the upsell. There is no 90 days upsell reviews happening right now, and team is assuming the renewal unless the client is canceling the renewal. And from the client onboarding to service implementation to monthly reporting to retention to upsell, this data is handing over from one team to another team. So client onboarding was owned by CSM plus operations. Then that data, that lead is then next handover to the service implementation. Then that client is handover to monthly reporting. Then again back to your CSM. Then CSM is handling the upsell and renewal only. Then let's see the third one, that is the marketing operations. We are seeing the revenue operations, customer operations, then marketing operations. So in the marketing and sales operation, there are many gaps like the traffic source attribution, then lead capturing attribution, then campaign reporting. In sales, there is a underutilized CRM, then the lead routing, forecasting and reporting problem is present. And in the financial operation map, so what this process looks like: first, the proposal is created, invoice is sent, and payment chain is there. But how they are internally happening? So proposals are built in Doc or the Canva. Then those proposals are sent via email to email PDF. Then there is a verbal acceptance, and manual invoices is created in Stripe or QuickBooks. Then payment is received via bank transfer or the card. Then manual reconcile in books. There is no automation between any state. And if any payment is failed, then follow-up is happening after 3 to 7 days late. And this is estimated at $4,000 to $12,000 per month in delayed or uncollected revenue due to manual billing process. So till now we have seen the operations. In that operation, we have seen the processes, then the handoff, then the ownership map. Now let's see how the SOPs looks like for each and every step. How it should look like. How are the standard operating procedures? For the lead intake SOP, whenever the new form is submitted or referral is received, then automatically there should be a CRM context should be created with source tag. Then automatically score lead against your ICP criteria. Then route that to the assigned sales representative within 15 minutes. Then sending an automated acknowledgement to that lead with a calendar link. Then logging contact attempt in CRM within the first hour. So that will be the standard operating procedure for the lead intake. Let's see for the discovery call. For the discovery call, when lead books a discovery call, then it should send a calendar confirmation per pre-call intake form. Then that pre-call intake form should be reviewed 30 minutes before the call. There should be a structured discovery using some question templates. Then log call notes to CRM immediately after post calling. Once the call goes well, then it should trigger the proposal creation task immediately if it is qualified. Once the discovery call is qualified and completed, then the proposal should be created. So there should be a standard template in your library. Then you need to directly input the input services, pricing and scopes. And using some calculator, it should calculate the pricing and everything. Then there should be an internal review by a sales lead person. Then that sales lead should approve that, and it should be sent via PandaDoc or DocuSign with e-signing. And once that is done, then client boarding SOP should be triggered. If they does not sign that within 48 hours, there should be a follow-up. Next step is the client onboarding SOP. So once the contract is signed, setup fee is paid, then automatically create a client project in project management team. Then send onboarding kit like welcome email plus intake form. Then assign the customer service manager plus delivery specialist to that particular client. Then gather the access credentials. Then set up a kickoff call within 3 days and must deliverable due within 7 days of kickoff. Then the next step is monthly reporting SOP. So after completing every month, there should be a reporting. So how this should be? So data should auto pull to your Looker Studio dashboard. Then one specialist will add some commentary and insights. Then customer service manager will review and approve the report. Then a report will be sent to client with call booking link. And finally, the law client feedback and NPS in CRM. Now the next step is renewal and upsell SOPs. How it should be. So once 60 days is over after the contract, then a customer service manager should review the client health score, then identify the upsell opportunities, then schedule strategic review call with clients, then present result summary plus expansion proposal, and send renewal contract with updated terms. Suppose client is complaining or performance is dropping by more than 20%, then issue escalation should be there. For the issue escalation, we should have a standard operating procedure. So standard operating procedure should look like CSM flag an issue and opens escalation ticket. Then one specialist team will review that within 24 hours. Then remediation plan drafted and presented to your client. Then weekly check-in until resolution is confirmed. Then post-mortem log should be in knowledge based for if you again encounter this complaint or if you see the performance drop. Then the final one is the payment and collection SOP. So whenever invoice due date is there or payment is failed, then it should auto send an invoice 5 days before due date, then auto reminder on due date if it is unpaid, then fail charge. For the fail charge, it should retry plus email within the 24 hours. On day 7 after overdue, your CSM should personally outreach to them, and day 14, service should be paused and leadership should be know about this thing and they should be escalated. Right now, till now we have seen the SOPs. Our next step is to understand the system, what tools are getting used and what data it is storing at which step. So right now the systems are used are HubSpot, Google Drive, Slack, Calendly, ClickUp, Zero, Stripe, Looker Studio, PandaDoc, and Zoom. So the HubSpot belongs to the CRM category, and what they are storing is contact details of a lead, then the deals and pipeline. And right now the problem is this is not integrated with the system. Then the Google Workspace is used to collect to send the emails, to collect the docs, to have the files in Drive. So what data it is storing? It is storing the proposals, SOPs, client files. But there is no structure way. Slack is used for the internal communication for team chatting and client updates. Calendly is used for scheduling and meetings. Then ClickUp is used as your project management for tasks and client projects. Then QuickBooks or Zero is used for accounting and invoice creation. Stripe is used for the payments for subscription and charges. Looker Studio is used for client reporting. It is used for the ads, SEO, analytics data. Then PandaDoc for the proposals. Then Zoom is used for the video calls and the meeting recordings. So till now we know the 5 steps. Also we have identified the automation gap. Let's map this everything and create the automations. What all opportunities will be there. So from this audit we have identified some automation opportunities. We have also given the rating based on the impact, how much is the complexity, and how much is the return on investment for this. So first is the lead to CRM auto capture. So whenever the form is submitted, then automatically CRM contact should be created with the UTM source tag. That will eliminate the manual entry. It will capture the 100% of your leads. Then the next one is the lead response and sequence. So in the lead response and sequence, it is high impacting. That is they have given the 9 as the impact, and return on investment is 9. So it will auto send the acknowledgement email plus calendar link within the 2 minutes of lead submitting the form. Then follow-up will be scheduled at day 1, day 3, and day 7 if they have not replied, and that also personalized. This will eliminate the 24-hour lag and increase the contact rates by 30 to 50%. Then contract signing and onboarding trigger. Once the document is signed, so we will use the webhooks, and once that is signed, then automatically one project will be created in ClickUp, then CSM will be assigned, plus specialist will be assigned. Then welcome email will be sent on with the onboarding form. Then finance team will be notified to create invoice. So there is zero manual handoff will be there. Then monthly reporting automation. So it will directly fetch the data from your Google Ads, Meta, GFO, and it will create the reports, and it will reduce the time of reporting from 3 hours to 30 minutes per client. It is going to around save 60 to 75 hours per month. Automated invoices and during. So Stripe subscriptions for all the retailers. Then auto sending invoices. Auto sending invoices, 5 days pre-charge. Then smart retry on failures. Then automatic emails. And customer service manager alert at day 7 if the invoices are unpaid. So this is going to require around $5,000 to $12,000 per month in delayed revenue for this agency. Then the proposal template system. So it is going to impact. It is going to create impact of 7, and its ROI is 8. So there should be a PandaDoc template for service with the pricing calculator. Sales representative will fill the variables and it will send in minutes. Then automatically notify whenever that proposal is open or signed. It is going to reduce the proposal time from 3 days to the same day. It will also improve your close rate via speed. Then another automation we have thought about: client health score alerts, lead scoring model, then renewal sequence, then meeting notes to CRM sync, NPS CSAT automation, internal task automation. This all the automation we have suggested for this automation, this marketing agency. Now we have identified all the automations. Now let's just see the executive summary what we have created. So our executive summary consists of top operational bottlenecks, top revenue leakage areas, top visibility issues, top automation opportunities. So operational bottlenecks are: there is no CRM, manual lead response with 4 to 24 hour average lag time, 3 days proposal turnaround, scaling the deal momentum, 75 plus hours per month lost to manual reporting, then reactive churn management with no early warnings, no structured onboarding processes. So that was an operational bottleneck. Revenue leakage areas are $5,000 to $12,000 per month in delayed or uncollected return payments. Then it is estimated that 20 to 35% of inbound leads lost before the first contact. Then upsell revenue on tap, no attribution data, no churn from reactive CS. Slow proposals are costing deals to the competitors because they are moving faster. Then the top visibility issue. So there is no real-time pipeline view, no client health scoring, no marketing attribution, no unified reporting, no SLA tracking. The top automation opportunities here for this business are: lead capturing to CRM sync, then contract signing to full onboarding auto launch, then monthly reporting auto delivery, then Stripe subscription plus smart tuning, renewal sequence at 60 days, then client health score plus CSM alert system. So these are the top automation opportunities we have found. So let's implement one automation from this. So we will be implementing the first automation, that is a lead capture to CRM with source attribution. So I will show you that how we can create that. So firstly, we will be considering that your leads are getting from your Google Ads or website form. So we will be just considering one sample website form, and from that website form, the customer is entering their details. For that, we will be considering one marketing agency only, and they are dealing with the HVAC agencies. So they have the client of HVAC agency. Let's see that how it works. This is the lead form which I'm talking about. So this form, just consider as this form gets filled via your website or your ads. So it is having full name, company name, business email, phone, website, and source. So you will be getting this all the information. Right now, few data is coming from your website, few from your ads, few from your referrals. But the problem is that you don't have any centralized way and you cannot look at them. And also, if it is a hot lead, then you need to highlight this to your team. Means you need to inform your team that this is the hot lead and you should do this next steps. So this automation is going to handle that. So we have filled these details here. Then we have the lead management. In that we are creating the two tables. One is the lead and one is the another is the lead activities. So these two tables are created in Airtable. So this lead table will have the data as company name, full name, business email, phone number, website, then from which source this data or this lead has come, then the AI lead score, then the lead temperature. Then we are also estimating the business size from the their website, we will be searching over the internet about their size and everything. Then we are also identifying the marketing maturity. Then we are also looking into the pain points which they may have been facing. Then our system is also going to recommend what should be the next step that that particular person should do. Then lead activities. Then also we are understanding and giving the reason like why this lead is warm, hot, or cold. That's going to be the priority reason. Then the operational maturity. Then ads activity, like if they are running the ads or not. Then the qualification summary. So these all thing is going to be there. Then another table is the lead activities. So whatever activity that person or that sales representative is doing, so related to that lead, then that will be logged here. Then next we have the sales, Slack. We will be using Slack to internally communicate with your team. So we have one channel that is a hot leads. Whenever a hot lead is there, then it will be directly notified onto this. So let's see this workflow in action. So we are filling this form. Let's click on submit. So once this form is submitted, within 2 minutes, it will identify that lead, it will qualify that lead, it will research about that lead and give us the proper related data. So let's see in the lead management if it has created the information or not. Let's just wait for some time. Let's see the execution. So now it is executed. Here we can see that at 12:56 a.m. we have a new HVAC lead, that is precision HVAC. It is coming from website and lead score is 70. Recommended action is schedule an outbound strategy call to assess marketing needs and offer tailored HVAC marketing solution. This is the recommended action which is created by our this system. So let's see that how it works. So once the form is submitted, then this data is going to our chat GPT messenger model node. Here we are using the GPT 4.1 node, 4.1 model. Then here we have given one system prompt, like you are an AI sales operational analyst for an HVAC agency. Analyze the HVAC business lead. We are providing the company name, then website. We need to estimate the business size, marketing maturity, likely operational pain points, in likely buying intent, likely revenue potential, recommended sales and actions. And we need to return only one JSON, which consists of estimated business size, marketing maturity, likely pain points, buying intent, recommended actions, and lead temperature. So this is the prompt which we have given. And for this lead, this has given the output as this. So it has qualified that lead as warm. Then lead score is 70. Estimated business size is 20 to 50. Then marketing maturity is medium. This buying intent is medium. Estimated revenue range maybe in between $100,000 to $250,000 per month. Then likely pain points are lead generation and pipeline consistency. Then effective digital marketing strategy, competitive differentiation, conversion of website visitor into qualified leads. So these are likely pain points. Then the recommended action is schedule an outbound strategy call to assess marketing needs and offer a tailored HVAC marketing solution. Here we are also have another fields, that is the operational maturity, that is medium, CRM maturity basic, ads activity detected, yes, they are running the ads. If it is a multiple location business, no. Then the priority reason. So it's a moderate business size with active online presence and ad suggested readiness to scale marketing efforts. So the qualification summary is like Precision HVAC is a mid-sized HVAC company with an established digital footprint and some advertising activity, indicating a medium marketing maturity and buying intent. They likely face common industry challenges such as lead consistency, conversion optimization, making them a suitable candidate for targeted marketing support. Then after that, we have created some code. So using that, we will be qualifying this. Means we are giving this code. So whatever the score is created, let's see what the score is created. AI lead score was 35 and the lead score which we have created, that is 70. Then based on this score, we are updating the records. We have all the data. Then we are putting this data in the Airtable. We have used the Airtable node. We have created the base, then the tables. Then we have mapped each columns here: company name, full name, business email, phone number, website, original source, AI lead score, lead temperature, estimated business size, marketing maturity, likely pain points, recommended action, status, priority region, operational maturity, ads activity, and qualification summary. This all data to store in the your Airtable table. So here you can see that at 14 we have stored this all the information. This is stored automatically. Then on this lag, this is also notified. So this was the automation which I was talking about, to centralize the lead management, qualification, and also notifying your team whenever a high quality lead is there.